this one.
Hey, what's going on, guys? McSkillet here with another CSGO video, and today we've got a pretty special one because this is actually pretty much what every McSkillet inventory update has led to. I've actually completely finished my CSGO inventory now, and I'm going to be showcasing everything in the loadout style, so I think you guys will really like this video. And also for this video, I'm going to give away 3 M9 Dopplers if you would like, comment, and subscribe as always. But yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm going to start out on pistols, and first off we've got the CZ Auto, and I've actually got the Crimson Web Stat Track Factory New with the Reason Hollow on it, so pretty much an endgame CZ. And then my other CZ skin is a Souvenir Factory New Nitro. Of course, the Nitro rarely ever comes factory.
I think that CZ was probably like $100 at the time. Like the Reason Hollow, worst pause. It's fine. I would kind of expect something better from him though.
It's actually got the Edward signature as well, and it matches my USPS skin that you'll see later. And here we actually have my Desert Eagle Blaze with the I-By-Power hollow on it. And I got the skin for only like $200, and now I believe it's worth over $1,000. And that's kind of why I'm not really putting prices on this video.
This is probably, what, 10 to 15K now? So he got it at 1K. Now it's worth 15K. So he's 15x'd on this.
Don't try to talk about any ones that I know specifically, but the price of all my items have changed so much that I really just don't even know a lot of them at this point. And here's the Deagle skin that I actually usually use now. It's one of the sickest in the game by far. Stat Track Factory New Crimson Web with 4 different Katowice 2014 hollows.
He still has this one. He still has this one. Bro. This is maybe the best Deagle in the game. Obviously, I know there's, 4 times I-By-Power Deagle Blazes, 4 times Titan Hollow Deagle Blazes, the 4 times Titan Hollow Mecha Industries. But as far as personality goes and uniqueness, this is so different than everything else. This is a 2014 craft. IBP, TT, R, H, VOX. Those are letters because I don't want to waste time. We got to go fast onto the next skin.
Those on it, as you can see.
Crazy
there.
Skin, though.
And onto the dualies. We got the Souvenir Cobalt Quartz Factory New with the Reason foil on it from Katowice 2014. Very few foil skins from those souvenirs.
Bro. There's probably less than 200 Reason foil in existence. And the fact that it's on dualies, oof. Because I think in total, there's probably like two or three of these dualies, right? Dual Beretta, Cobalt, Quartz, and then we go Skull Foil, right? Skull Foil Gold. Let's see how many. I would guess 3. Oh, that's way more than I thought. And then times 2, so there's like 30. Okay, there's 10 times more than I was expecting. But his are factory new. So that slices it in half. About 16 factory news. But it is the only one with Reason. And for that, we love this skin. Wolf Gold. Bang. Yep, it's the only one with Reason. Oh, these are crazy. Bro. Probably $4,000 right here. I don't know who owns this. Some Chinese fella. Ah. It's Cat Girl. Yep. This person is currently the most expensive inventory in Counter-Strike, if you're wondering. That's who owns them. So, yeah, that makes sense. Next up. Yo, guys, why is everyone saying not listening? This to me is hella interesting. I agree with you, Arrow. I agree. Also, it's not showing me the, What is going on? Why is it not showing? Twitch! Let's keep going.
And my other dually skin is actually a really low float one.
Stack
of course,
is not
the lowest you can get on this is
right
0.06. These are Black Limba.
There's actually like 2 or 3 inventories, or 4 inventories more expensive than Stack. I think.
Stat Track Factory New from the same collection as the Fire Serpent
There's
Bravo
so many
collection,
other expensive
so
inventories.
pretty rare. And then on to my 5.7. This is actually a Stat Track Factory New 5.7 Blue Gem. It's a tier 1 pattern. Obviously, there is better patterns, but very few.
But that's not even that good. Again, could have been better. Could have been better.
Factory new. And from another 5.7, we actually got another one of the souvenir Katowice 2014 foil skins. Obviously, that's not an applied sticker. It actually came with that. So very, very uncommon, but pretty sick looking. And Glock fade, we got a full faded Glock with the crown foil on it. I believe it's got like a 0.01 float. Nothing too insane, but the fade percentage is really good on this one. And then from other Glock, we got the Glock Knight souvenir factory new with the Taco MLG Columbus stickers. I have a lot of MLG
not too rare.
Columbus skins because I actually went to that one. And here is my P2000 skin. This has to be like the coolest P2000 skin in the game. It's actually...
Oh, guys, the fact that this is lost. This is still in his inventory. God damn it. There are very few skins that are purple from Kato 2014. Let me pull it up. Rarity. Restricted. These are the purple skins, right? In total, there's probably about 160 out of the, what, tens of thousands that exist? Let me just look up how many exist, just so you get an even better look at the full picture here. In total, there's 20,000. And there's only 160 purples, right? So it's very, very, very hard to get it, obviously. And out of the 100 out of the about 300 iBuyPower foils skins that exist, which is this sticker right here, there's, I think, 1, 2, or 3 on purples. One is an M4A1S Nitro. One is on this. And wait, that might actually be it, because I'm not remembering the third. iBuyPower foil.
Actually got the suit.
Sorry. Restricted. It might... Oh, is it an Op Pit Viper? No, there's another one on an Amber Fade, but it's field tested. And then, of course, the red quartz. That's right. And also, the Nitro is banned. There's the red quartz that Sparkles has. There's the one that McSkillet had. There's this one owned by Lemon, who's a... souvenir collector. Then this one is VAC banned. So there's only 2 in existence right now.
Souvenir Katowice 2014 iBuyPower foil, which there's very few of that, and this is even factory new too. And then my other P2000 skin, also really insane. I believe this is a low.
Most expensive P2000 skin in existence, by the way. There's 3 of them in existence. McSkillet had one of them. Oh, -1.
Was float for Titan Hollow Stat Track Factory new Ocean Foam. So that's another pretty sick skin. And P250 skin, gotta go with the All Stars Nuclear Threat Minimal Wear with the Get Right signature, also from MLG Columbus. Have a lot of skins from that, like I said. And from other P250, this actually, I believe it was the lowest float at one point. If I have like a top float one, I'm gonna put the float on screen. This is the Modern Hunter, and obviously you can't go much lower than that. And for my All-Right Revolver, this is actually a full fade Stat Track Factory new All-Right Revolver fade. And this also has a super low float. It's one of the best ones out there, so that's pretty sick as well. And the other R8 is a Souvenir Amber Fade Factory new, which is probably the most valuable R8 skin, but honestly, none of the R8 skins are really worth anything anymore, so nothing too insane. But for the Tech 9, we got another All-Star skin. Of course, all the All-Star skins are super rare. There's only one match played where you can get those, and here's the Tech 9 with the Shroud signature. Pretty sick. And
okay, that one is actually very, very cool. The Shroud Best Pause on the Tech 9.
From other Tech 9, this is just a super low float Stat Track Factory new Tech 9 Avalanche, which I think is one of the best looking Tech 9s and a cool one to get in a low float, I guess. But for the USPS, I actually crafted this. There's a video on my channel. It's one of my crafting rare skins videos. I also put the crown foil on it, but I got this in a really low chance trade up, and it's got a super nice top. And for my other USPS, I really like the skin. I actually gave this to Edward to use, and he put some name tag on it, so that's kind of...
The Road Rash?
Cool as well, but it's got a super low float and it's got Edward's signature on it. Pretty sick. And here is another really unique skin. I recently made a video on it, but it's the Hydroponic with 4 of the Reason Hollows on it, and actually has a 0.420 float, which is pretty funny. And here is my AK-47 skin. This is the most expensive skin in my inventory when it doesn't come to knife. Actually, this might even be worth more than my knife, but it's Well, I think I paid like 12K for it. It's the #1 float, #1 pattern AK-47, the only Scar pattern one with a 0.01 float. So
12K. If you don't know, this nowadays
pretty end game.
It's probably like 120K, maybe even more, because it's, as he said, low float. I'm not sure which float this one is. Could be even up to like 150. Probably not. Probably more like 100K. So simple 10x right there if he ever wanted to sell.
AK-47. And here's some other AK skins for all the main weapons like M4, AWP, AK.
Just a little bit.
I've actually got 4 different skins for each one, and then all the other weapons in the game, we've got 2 different skins. But this is a skin I really like. It's the AK Jaguar. You've probably seen this in so many of my videos. It's got a pretty low float, stat track factor new, and has the Pink Panther sticker placement. Pretty sick.
That one is cool. Also, I don't think many people know this. The lowest float Jaguar in the world. Yeah, in the world. Come on. Is a Pink Panther. The lowest float one. Now, guys. Even if you're not into skins, if you knew how rare it was to get factory new, lowest float, then if you knew how expensive the IBA power was, then you knew that it happened to be on both combined lowest float and IBA power, you would still cream. Even if you didn't know anything about skins. Lowest float with the IBA power holo. Bro, I'm just saying, Sparkles has the chance to do the funniest thing. I'm just throwing it out there. Sparkles. Look so bad. Oh man, this chat. Clueless. Clueless. So clueless. It's crazy. Buy it and scrape it. What? No, just beat it. I mean, if he's already going to beat the #1 AWP Dragonlore, you may as well just beat this as well, just for the meme. I'm looking to start my new insect-based diet, and I was wondering if you had any snack recommendations for me. Why would you ask me? I have no idea. It's a stupid question to ask on the ArrowCS stream. What?
And for the AUG, I've actually got the AUG Akihabara, one of the lower float ones. I believe one of my friends offered it to me for pretty cheap because he's trying to sell it, and thought I might as well pick it up. And here is the Stat Track Factor new AUG Bengal Tiger. Pretty much the only other
classic
rare AUG skin, because doesn't come Stat Track Factor new too often. But for the AWP, here's the Souvenir Pink DD Pat Factory. There's only a few of these in the world, and actually I really like this one. It's pretty sick looking, and yeah, I think it was worth like 2K as well. So here's actually the AWP Medusa. I crafted the Titan Holo on it myself. I was able to get a super low float one, but I actually figured out that it was cheaper to craft it than just to buy one that was already like this. So thought I might as well just go for it, have a video on that as well. And here's one of the few skins on my inventory that's not factory new. This one's actually well worn, because well worn is actually the rarest condition on a Dragonlore. And I got this really cool one with a Neo signature from MLG Columbus. And of course, I'm trying to, most of my souvenir skins are MLG Columbus, and this was just so unique, and I really like the sticker placement, so thought I might as well use this as
I don't think he owns this one anymore. Guys, when did he sell this? Was it recent? Okay, sorry. No, but he doesn't have that one, right? Because when I was looking through, I don't think I saw that. Unless I'm clueless. Oh no, he does still have it. Okay, so he hasn't sold it yet. Damn, the fact that he has that, interesting. Oh, and the other one was HFBs, right?
Even your AWP Dragonlore, it's pretty cool, I think. And this next skin is pretty special to me because the AWP Boom was one of the first skins I was trying. It was actually one of the first skins I ever owned for CSGO, and I have some really old videos of trying to craft a Stat Track Factory new one, but no one really understood how the float conditions work there, and we'd only get minimal wear ones. But I tried to track down the ultimate AWP Boom. This gun's got a low float Stat Track Factory new, and it's got the IBA Power Holo one. It actually looks so sick. I spent ages trying to get one, and after like months, I finally got one guy to respond and sell it to me. So one of my favorite op skins for sure.
It's alright.
And my FAMAS skin is kind of unique because it's got a really rare sticker. It's actually got the London Conspiracy, and it's factory new as well. And there's very few London Conspiracy souvenirs, and the sticker is actually really cool looking, I think. And here's the other FAMAS I have. I believe I crafted this in a video as well. It's a FAMAS Spitfire. And even though it's got a pretty low float, it still looks super beat up because you can only get down to 0.06. And here's my StatTrak Minimal Wear G3 Executioner, which actually the best condition on this, and it barely ever even comes minimal wear. But I managed to get it in a trade up where it wasn't even trying to get it, so that was super lucky. And I think it's the only one someone's ever gotten from a trade up. And
you know what I'm realizing? I talked to McSkillet one time, basically one time. He posted a video about this skin, and it had this written on the back. As if you've ever seen the skin, it has this written on the back. NaCl, which is obviously sodium chloride or table salt. And as a joke, I commented, oh, maybe it stands for NAC from Call of Duty. As a joke, right? On one of his YouTube videos. And he says, or he commented back, he said, I hope you're joking. Ay.
Actually, the best condition on this, and it barely ever even comes minimal wear. But I managed to get it in a trade up where it wasn't even trying to get it, so that was super lucky. And
I was joking, obviously. I know that it's sodium
chloride. And here
chloride.
Is my other G3 skin. It's actually...
I'm not an idiot. Yo, Baker, thank you for the prime. First time chatter, what car skin does he have?
The Arctic one and factory new with a bunch of the pro stickers on it, because obviously such a pro weapon, of course. And here is my Galil skin. It is the orange DD.
Bro, don't say burning flames. That's
Pat factory new with the Mao's hollow sticker on it. So a pretty rare combination, but pretty cool looking as well. And here's my other G3 skin. This one's got a phase sticker as well as the Hiko signature, a really cool looking combination, and it's also from MLG Columbus, of course. And next up we got my M41S, the Hyper Beast, one of the other skins that I used to really want when I first got into CSGO skins, and now I've got StatTrak Factory New super low float one, so it's pretty cool. And here's my other M41S. It's got the Scream signature. It's actually got the Titan Scream souvenir night, so I think that's pretty unique. Still has all the original stickers still on it. And here's the Chantico's Fire M41S I have. It's got a 0.005 float, which is one of the lower float ones because this is StatTrak and does not come StatTrak that low float too often. And this is the most expensive M41S I have. It's actually a souvenir masterpiece factory new with the Taco signature. I believe this is worth like over $3,000 or maybe a little less now, but
bro, that used to be $3K. Guys, nowadays, since masterpieces have been dropping for the last 10 years, they've been in souvenir collections since 2014 or 2015. That's how long they've been around. When he was making this video, there's probably like 10 of these in existence, the factory new masterpieces. Now, let me look just factory new. How many exist? 100. Look at this. Berlin, Paris, they got spammed out as well. Some Kato 2019 action. Back when he had this, it was probably a 1 of 3. Or, well, the collection has been dropping since 2013, 2014, 2015. And then the souvenirs as well started getting printed. Let's see non-factory new. 3.3 thousand of them. Yep. That's why it's not $3,000 anymore.
Sure, I believe this is worth like over $3,000 or maybe a little less now. But either way, here's my M4A4. This one is definitely worth a lot more than I bought it for. This is a non-duped StatTrak M4A4 HAL with an iBuyPower holo on it, so really unique and really cool. Sick. And here's my other M4A4. There's only a few of these in the whole game. It's a Souvenir Radiation Hazard All-Stars factory new. And this one even has the Hiko signature, so super cool. Never going to sell this skin. And
Very cool skin.
Factory new. And this,
if he were to sell it nowadays, it would be how much? 5? I mean, bro, I'm kind of clueless when it comes to All-Stars. 2K. Okay. 2K. Still pretty nice.
This one even has the Hiko signature, so super cool. Never going to sell this
But he's
skin.
never sold it. So.
And other M4A4 is the Modern Hunter. I believe this was like the number 2 lowest float one, and obviously M4A4 Modern Hunter, super rare skin. You rarely ever see it in any games at all. And next up we got the Desolate Space Stat Track Factory New, which I think is one of the best skins in the game. I'm kind of disappointed it wasn't a covert, but I've got a nice low float one here, of course, as you can see. And next up we got my Scar skin. This one's a carbon fiber with the Reason foil on it, again from Katowice 2014, another souvenir.
Not too many of these.
And my other Scar is the Splash Jam one.
Steam is down?
This is probably one of the
mods, lobotomize everyone who said Steam is down. It's not down yet. Okay. Take care of him.
One of the coolest Scars in the game. It's also really rare. I believe this is like the second lowest float one or something like that. And
wait, Jack. I saw Jack in the chat. Jack currently has the #1 lowest float, right? Scar 20 Splash. Bang. His was 04. Oh my. He still has #2. That's crazy that hasn't been that hasn't changed at all. Interesting. Like none got registered or anything in the last 5 years.
And one of the lower ones for sure. And this is actually, I believe, still the #1
why is this
float
on my
SG
screen?
Bulldozer. I crafted this on video, and it's actually, I think, the coolest SG skin. Really clean looking, and my other SG skin just kind of another one of those Katowice souvenir foil ones. This one's got Dignitas, kind of cool looking. I don't like it as much as some other ones though.
It's alright.
From Katowice. And here is my SSG. This one's got a JW signature and the phase on it. I think it's the only phase souvenir factory new. And other SSG is the Blood and Water. I've heard a lot of these before. This one's Stat Track Factory new. You get these a lot in trade ups. It's actually kind of easy to craft a low float one as well, which is what I did. And here's my Mac 10 skin. This is a pretty funny one. I bought it a while ago, but it's got 4 different Katowice 2014 stickers. They're not holos, but this is Stat Track Factory new and probably the best Mac 10 in the game value-wise.
Amber Fade would have been better, I think, at the time.
And my other Mac 10 has got a Mao's foil on it. Unfortunately, you can't really see it though, the way he holds it. The sticker's really cool, but the coolest one, you can't really see it. It's still kind of a nice collector's item though. And for my MP7 skin, I've got the whiteout. I believe this one's got like a, it's not a super insane flow. It's one of the lower ones, so you can definitely tell it's a little cleaner than other whiteouts. So that's a pretty cool and rare factory new MP7 skin. And my other MP7 skin is really sick. This is actually
this. Oh yeah. Guys, as an iBuyPower collector, iBuyPower foil, iBuyPower gold from DreamHack 2014, the fact that this is never going to be tradable or removed from his inventory just makes me sad. iBuyPower Dignitas, which is even better than iBuyPower Fanatic, on a mil-spec anodized navy. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool.
Actually an iBuyPower foil again. Sad. Very few iBuyPower foils. I even added a crown foil on it as well. So pretty sweet looking Dignitas on it as well. And here's my MP9.
Just don't drive a car. No. I like driving. I think driving is like the one time I can actually clear my head. Not in like a weird way, just like actually clear my head, you know?
Bulldozer, I believe it's one of the top ranked ones, at least in the top 5.
I wouldn't give up driving.
Got in a trade up.
Even if I could, like, have a driver or whatever. Nah. I'd still drive around.
when I was just going for Glock fades or
never,
this. Either one is actually really good.
Like, those
and here's
nice
a skin where you can actually properly...
Like, that's what life is about. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get becoming rich and then not wanting to do, like, fun things. Not that I don't think I'll ever become rich, but, like, I don't get that. Like, why would you not want to still drive? I don't get it. I understand, like, you know, maybe not wanting to clean your house or doing your own laundry. Like, okay, sure. But, like, not wanting to drive is crazy. Like, that's one of the most freeing things you can do.
See what the mouse foil looks like. Of course, it's
Do you
super
have
unique
any hair?
and super rare. It's actually pink, unlike the normal one, which is red. So that's pretty sweet looking. And for my PP Bison, I've actually got the Modern Hunter. All my Modern Hunter skins have managed to get super low float ones. I believe they're all 0.060s at least. So that's my PP Bison. And other PP Bison is from the All-Stars match, of course. Get Right signature. I've actually got basically a complete set of the Radiation Nuke collection All-Star skins. That's pretty cool looking. And here's my P90 skin. It's the Emerald Dragon. I've crafted so many of these in trade-ups. I got super lucky in one video. It's one of my most insane videos
cool
ever.
P90,
This one's got 4 crown foils. Pretty sweet looking. And the other P90 is the Fallout Warning All-Stars with the simple signature. Again, got the full Nuke collection set, so this is one of them. All pretty much factory new. Even this UMP took me so long to get. I thought it would never drop. I thought I would never be able to complete the set. The only ones I don't actually have are the 2 nuclear threats, because no one ever really got the All-Stars in factory new. But all the other ones in that collection I've got factory new, and this is the last one I got, so I was pretty excited to get that. I'm pretty much completed.
Cool.
And for my other UMP skin, I've got the Primal Saber Stat Track factory new with a super low float. It was hard to find a float like that because most of them are owned by Chinese collectors, but I really like this UMP skin. And my Mag 7 skin is the Hazard. Well, one of my Mag 7 skins is the Hazard with one of the lower floats in the game, but yeah, this is definitely one of the rarest ones, especially because of the float to get factory new. And other Mag 7 skin is a Kenya.
Okay, not to get back on this stupid topic, but like, also, like, paying people to take care of your kids. I mean, I get it. I get school and, you know, preschool or whatnot. But, like, full-time nanny to me is crazy. Crazy. Anywho.
Yes, Fallout Warning, of course. Got all the Fallout Warning skins pretty much with Souvenir All-Stars. So that's pretty cool. And here's one of my Nova skins. Is actually got the I by Power Gold sticker on it. All the ones were scraped. I didn't scrape them myself, but I got it like this. And I actually thought it was pretty cool. It's factory new as well. It's the Walnut. And other Nova skin is just the Modern Hunter. I believe this is actually the #1 float one in the game, or that's known to exist. Got 2 zeros after the 6, so pretty clean. And here's the
#1 lowest right now still. Nova Modern Hunter. Let's see. Damn. That is unfortunate. It's still #1 lowest float. Jesus. So this is basically the #1 lowest float. If #1 and #2 are both vac banned. If you want the #1 Modern Hunter, it's only $900. Nice. It's probably unbeatable as well, yeah.
The Fallout Warning skins, it's got the Tarek All-Star signature. I've tried to get as many All-Star skins as I could, because I think I don't think there's going to be another All-Star game. So
even if you were to try and sell
skin,
skins,
though, is the Sawed-Off Orange DD Pat Stat Track faction new with the LGB Holo on it. I believe it actually matches my Galil as well, kind of. And here is my XM1014, which is the Blaze Orange. One of my favorite skins in the game. I really like the Blaze Oranges. And yeah, this is pretty rare factory new skin as well. And here's another Fallout. Actually, I do have one more Fallout Warning skin, the XM Fallout Warning as well. Simple signature, All-Star signatures on it, of course. Just gotta love the All-Star skins. And here's the M249. Don't think I've ever really used the M249 unless I accidentally bought it. But this is the Blizzard Marbleized one. And I have another M249 skin as well, though. This is a Katowice 2014 foil one. Both of these skins were pretty much dirt cheap though.
Blizzard,
no one really cares about their M249s, but I want to try to get some at least rare ones from my inventory. And this is the most expensive Negev skin that I believe exists, because I bought it for only like 20 bucks or something. It's actually got the Titan Hollow on it. I think it's worth a lot more than that now. It's a...
I don't think so anymore. What is the most expensive? I think it's one with an iBuyPower Hollow on it. I don't think that one was ever the most expensive, the one that he's holding there. Negev, iBuyPower Hollow. Bang. Yeah, I think this is... Oh, no. I think it's this one, right? The Anodized Navy with iBuyPower Hollow. Oh my... I didn't realize Anodized Navy is on new model. The Negev. Guys, this base skin, because it trades up to the Glock Fade, is like $200 or $300. That's why I've never seen this, because nobody ever has Anodized Navies just sitting around. But this has iBuyPower Hollow and LGB Hollow. Pops very nice off of the blue. There's also the Negev Terrain, which is also on new model. Kind of crazy. One by Frank. And then there's this one as well, which I think might be more expensive than... Maybe more expensive than the Anodized one. Not 100% sure, but there's no like 4Xs or anything like super crazy like that.
Stat Track Factory New, I mean, it's not the best Negev skin, but it has the Titan Hollow on it, which is worth over 3K. So next up, we've got the Negev Anodized Navy, which I don't think I've ever...
What did he just say? Run that back.
Over 3K. It's a Stat Track Factory New, I mean, it's not the best Negev skin, but it has the Titan Hollow on it, which is worth over 3K. So...
Bruh. $3,000 for a Titan Hollow. If only we knew. Damn. Bro, now each Titan Hollow is 50K? Jesus. This might be fun. Let me look.
Welcome to...
No, I don't think so. Thank you, though. Okay. Minus 50K. Why are you not subbed? Because I'm not signed in.
So next up, we've got the Negev Anodized Navy, which I don't think I've ever used over the other one, but just to complete my Negev set, I thought I would get this one just because it's sort of rare, because it's such an old skin. There's actually barely any of these still that exist for CSGO. And now onto my knives. I got some pretty sick knives, of course. These are the ones that I've kind of picked up recently. I have like a four knives set up that I'll kind of talk about in a second. They're my main ones, but here's some of my newer knives that are currently holding my inventory, and they're all Stat Track Factory New. These are the Shadow Daggers. The only ones in the world that are Stat Track Factory New. I don't like the Shadow Daggers too much, but I actually kind of think those are sort of cool.
What was he using those for?
The Bowie Knife Black Doppler Stat Track, or Black Pearl, not Black Doppler. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, Black Pearl Stat Track Factory New. Super rare and a pretty sick knife. And this is a skin that I bought a long time ago. I think it's one of the best looking Karambit Black Pearls in the game. It's got a really nice pattern on it, I think. Stat Track Factory New, so
Guys,
rare.
I think we can all admit Black Pearls are just better in CS2. Like, this was considered a good knife. I never really vibed with Black Pearls. It's not like I'm switching up now that they're crazier in CS2. I was always a Black Pearl hater. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And y'all remember, I always hated on them.
Long time
CS2
ago.
is way better.
I think it's one of the best looking Karambit Black Pearls in the game. It's got a really nice pattern on it, I think. Stat Track Factory New, so rare. And next knife, this is actually...
But yeah, I do miss the fact that there used to be patterns on Black Pearls, of course. Because if we're ever getting rid of more customizability, it's just a bad thing. But now in CS2, they basically all look the same. Glacier patterns don't exist, and they just all look insanely good. So,
Gem Karambit. I don't know how much this is worth now. I believe I paid like $4,000 for it a while ago, but now I think it might be worth like a lot more than that, to be honest. It's one of the best stat track playside ones in the game, and it's well worn, but 50, still, the condition
70.
doesn't affect the blue gems too much. I think it still looks really sick.
I'm not 100% sure.
And here's a knife you probably see in my videos all the time. It's the Stat Track M9 Emerald. Of course, I really got pretty hyped up about the Emerald
is
knife.
Is SpaceX launching today? It must be a Falcon. Yeah, Falcon Heavy. Oh no, this is a scam.
Now kind of on the right of Falcon Heavy.
Mods, prediction. It launches in 4 minutes. Prediction now.
Used to make
like... Is anyone on board? Geostationary transfer orbit. Side boosters. Imagery and atmospheric pressure measurements. I don't think there's anyone on board. Okay, prediction. Blow up before it reaches, I don't know. Blow up, yes or no? We could just do that. By the way, it hasn't failed in over 250 launches. So it probably won't fail. It probably won't fail. All right, let's continue.
Skin combination videos where I always talked about how they should add emerald knives. Of course, I was super excited when they finally added them, and I bought like the Karambit and the M9, and I later sold both. Oh no, actually I gave away both of those, but I ended up just buying a Stat Track one, and someone actually beat my Stat Track one because I got the lowest float one.
2 minute prediction? No, 5 minute prediction. Go all in now.
Just to show the true dedication to the emeralds, I actually bought the one that the guy beat me with. So I just straight up lost some money on that to try to maintain the number one float. But his actually was a lot lower float than mine, so I don't think this one will be beaten, and it actually does look a bit cleaner. So it's pretty much end game items. So that is pretty sick. So here we have my most valuable knife. It might be my most valuable thing in my inventory. The only other thing that compares with it is the AK case hardened, but this is a stat.
Wild. This was his most expensive knife. Now it's probably like, what, his top 3? Because even the M9 Emerald might be more. The Karambit for sure is the most expensive.
Track M9 Crimson Web Factory New. It is duped, but even the dupe ones, I mean, I believe I bought this for like 8K, and then I got offers up to like 18K, but I think they've gone down, because I think I saw one on OP Skins for a lot cheaper than that recently.
Christmas,
so I maybe should have sold it then, but either way, just decided to hold on to it because it's just such a cool knife and just pretty much the staple of the high tier collector's items. So that's pretty much it, but I do have gloves, and if you're watching the video, you should have seen all the gloves, I believe, with the various knife poses and stuff. But just to read them off, I've got the Specialist Emerald, the Driver Gloves Crimson Weave, the Sport Gloves Hedge Maze, and then the Bloodhound Gloves Snake Bite. They're all factory new, and I actually have made good money owning the Crimson Weave ones because people have offered me a lot more than I paid for those. And yeah, lots of like Chinese collectors and stuff want a lot of those rare gloves. But yeah, that pretty much
cool.